Fires broke out in Keelung and Tainan. City volunteers mobilized to help clean up. As DaAi TV celebrates its anniversary, we meet someone whose life changed after watching DaAi TV. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri-Su. Thank you for joining us and Happy New Year. May the start of the year takes you a step closer to the attainment of your dreams. We begin our program today with some disaster news. In Taiwan, 2 fires broke out at 2 places, and city volunteers mobilized to help fire victims clean up their homes. Let's take a look.
The fire destroyed the roof and caused much damage to this house. 3 people in this family in Keelung suffer from serious mental disabilities. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers help them clean up their home.
Winter in Keelung always has a lot of rain. So when the weather became nice, we immediately came to help them clean up without considering our community events.
They remove bags of garbage from the damaged house.
I used to believe that Tzu Chi built hospitals and did recycling. After I met Sister Keelung, I realized Tzu Chi also did jobs that no one knew, such as helping neighbors in trouble. But I didn't have a chance to help. After I joined Tzu Chi, I have the chance to do this kind of work. I also became happy while doing it.
While the sun is out, the volunteers remove all the debris so the roof can be rebuilt. The fire in Tainan damaged a neighboring old woman's house. A Tzu Chi volunteer gives her a hug and tries to console her. 25 Tzu Chi volunteers have come after the broadhead asked for help. Many volunteers overcame difficulties to come clean up this damaged home.
When I heard this, I asked my boss for a leave and came to help.
After much cleanup, the house is ready to be repaired, and the old woman can feel relieved.
You must be brave. We will support you, so don't worry. December 27 was the second day for cash for relief program in Ormoc DaAi village. Rain boots and cleaning tools have just arrived from Manila. 19 city volunteers also arrived from Tacloban to help with the cleanup.
A large truck carrying over 2,000 rain boots and shovels slowly comes into the Ormoc DaAi village. This is the second day of cash for relief program. With these tools, it will be much easier for everyone to shovel mud.
We didn't have any shovel or little cart before, so we could only use buckets to remove the mud. But now we have the carts and it will be more efficient.
583 people came on this day to help with the cleanup. Some are from Marikina and some are from Tacloban. They were victims of Typhoon Haiyan, but they have become Tzu Chi volunteers and they came to help.
After Typhoon Haiyan, we also received help, so now we came to help other people. This is part of life.
When we saw volunteers from Marikina and Tacloban coming here and helping us, we were very moved. We have been victimized by this disaster, but it's fortunate that no family member was injured.
With help from heavy machinery and the general public, the DaAi village is slowly recovering.
All my belongings were destroyed, but the Cash for Relief program is a great help to us. This money can supplement our expenses, and we can use it to buy everyday food.
After a day of hard work, Tzu Chi volunteers do not forget to give encouragement to everyone. Many people also make donations to pay the love forward.
In Jordan, city volunteers have reached out to many Syrian refugee families. Among them is a single mother, Fathia, who suffers from bone cancer. Since her son was injured by a bomb in Syria, she spent almost all of her savings trying to find medical help. Fortunately, with Tzu Chi's financial assistance, Fathia's son has undergone a successful surgery. Fathia is now making handmade soaps to support herself and reciprocate Tzu Chi's love.
This happy family reunion used to be a dream for them. Mohammed's right calf was injured by a bomb in Syria. He underwent 32 surgeries and almost had to amputate his leg. Fortunately, with Tzu Chi's medical subsidies, Syrian doctor Dr. Munther saved his calf. Now Mohammed has become even braver.
حلمي إني أدرس يعني درست وأساعد أمي
I hope to eventually finish my studies and return to my hometown one day. Therefore, I need to learn diligently. Since I dropped out of school, I hope to study hard. There are many children in my country who lost the opportunity to study because of the war. I want to go back and teach these children to study.
Besides Mohammed, his mother, who is a single parent suffering from bone cancer, does not give in to life's challenges.
I've regained my confidence since Tzu Chi volunteers bought my handmade soaps. I've been thinking about how to go to work after stopping Tzu Chi's medical subsidies and earn more money. The doctor has said that my complexion has changed for the better. I am quite happy.
Back in Syria, Fathia's family used to run a company that produces cleaning supplies. However, they faced the atrocities of the war in 2013. During the 3 years of fleeing from the war, she has spent all her savings trying to cure her son's wound. She even thought about selling one of her kidneys. Fortunately, Jordan Tzu Chi volunteers have reached out to them. Fathia is very mindful in making the handmade soaps. She records the process of buying the ingredients and making the soap. She has gladly accepted Tzu Chi volunteers' help and donated 1,000 handmade soaps to Zatari refugee camp. Since her younger brother died in 2015 and fleeing from her home country, Fathia's daughter Hiba has matured much.
I want to study medicine because doctors can help a lot of people.
They have escaped 980 kilometers, which is quite far. This is beyond your imagination because they had to pass through many soldiers' watch posts. I do not dare to think about how this is possible for a 15-year-old girl.
Despite suffering from the atrocities of war, Fathia and her family have felt the love and care of Tzu Chi volunteers in this foreign country.
Today we bring news about 28-year-old young man Chen Chi, who suffered a car accident and became paralyzed while in junior high school. His parents never gave up on him, and with the care of Tzu Chi volunteers and his community, he began to study graphic design. He attended National Open University and has even been invited to serve as an instructor.
爷，我要来帮你用起来了。
昨天你敢有困到好？
有啦，那困无好。
Tzu Chi is 28 years old. In his second year of junior high, he was injured in a car accident and has spent the past 14 years like this, paralyzed below the neck.
洗面洗好啊？
洗好啊，那透早就洗好去啊咧。自己的脚都会有自己抖动，没办法控制。刚开始的时候啊，在做。
At the very beginning, when doing rehabilitation, he was very depressed.
但是经做久了后已经是。
But after a long time, he had to face the fact, and we just had to empty our minds and really not try to think too much.
放空，不要去想，就该做就对啊。
动作会，虽然我没办法。
I can't move like normal people, but I can make a little bit of progress every day and stop my muscles from regressing too much. My mom and dad take good care of me.
爸爸妈妈都照顾我，照顾得很好。可以。
Computer graphics is a world in which he can live and let his imagination run wild with bright color.
我每天都会。
I draw every day. Today I drew a farmhouse and tomorrow I may draw an animal landscape. I'm still in the learning stage. I'm always exploring and discovering different things.
不同的事物，摸索新的事物。
This year, he also followed the advice of Tzu Chi volunteers and began taking courses at National Open University.
再移过来一点，再移过来一点。
这个黑色这个笔就是我画的稻米，它这是有旱稻了。
The professor of National Open University said something interesting. as he asked me whether I understood his explanation. I said we are paying one tuition, but actually 2 people are studying.
Today is a big day as Tzu Chi received an invitation to become a lecturer at the Life Education Week at a local university.
It was the first time I took the high-speed rail and traveled to Taipei. It is also the first time that I visited this school, and I feel very excited about this.
我是台北市立大学学务中心主任黄宇。然后首先欢迎各位来宾，然后来参加我们这个生命教育周的活动。非常高兴的邀请到我们的陈志奇陈老师。
Tzu Chi's life is an incredible story, and today is his first solo art exhibition.
Some will ask me will I ever stand up again. I think I will stand up on my own 2 feet, not just to show that I can overcome, but also help others. I will stand up for good reason, not just to show others.
January 1st marks the new year as well as DaAi TV's 20th anniversary. During the past 20 years, many viewers' lives have changed for the better from watching DaAi TV. In our next report, we meet a woman in Malaysia who regained her confidence in life after watching DaAi TV.
Her youngest daughter always cries for no reason, and her eldest daughter suffers from autism.
Sometimes my eldest daughter hurts herself. At other times, she may hurt others, even her teachers. I feel sad about this, and I don't know why.
Things get worse as Wong's husband has long been working in other place, and she was diagnosed with thyroid tumor.
I feel worried every day because I have to do a lot more things ever since I have this child. I feel annoyed and I'm tired.
Having no outlets to vent her emotions, Wong has endured the pressure for many years. Later in 2016, a turning point in her life emerged after 3 of her friends visited her.
We want to help her. Besides giving her advice, we feel like we can still help her in many other ways.
After learning Master Zheng Yan's teachings, I started to change my thoughts little by little.
Now she has changed the way she treats her children. After her mother had a stroke, she became very busy, but she never complains as she always takes on challenges with a smile.
I should be willing to do and be happy to bear. At least I feel at ease right now. I can sleep well every night, and I no longer need to worry about what pressure I will have.
Now she can face her life positively. At least she knows how to overcome the stress. This is a big change in her.
I'll continue to watch the ITV programs because there are many good things for me to complete.
Hualien Jingsi Hall recently hosted 2017 year-end blessing ceremony for Tzu Chi Senior High School affiliated with Tzu Chi University. In total, nearly 2,000 people participated, including students. At the occasion, students and teachers gave a stunning drum performance. Let's join them there.
Concentrating on performing the sign language song, students from everyone reflect about the disasters everywhere in the world in the past year and contemplate how to make this world more peaceful in the coming year.
Don't just live for yourself, you have to keep on learning for others. Only through continuous learning we can have power to help others.
The drum beats are well matched and neat. Students hope to wake the goodness in everyone's heart through their performance.
Although I am not a doctor, but I will do all that I can to help others. Money or efforts, I will give whatever I have.
Each red envelope carries full of blessings. Students and teachers set goals for themselves to give more love to others.
People take more care of the earth. We fight pollution, global warming, and that there's more of a distribution of wealth amongst all the people in the world, and that we can love each other more.
lighting up the heart candle with New Year's resolution, wishing the students not only perform well in school, but also praying for all the goodness to come together to make the world a better place for everyone.
Recently, camping-related chaos has emerged. Many people blame the lack of education about the environment as a potential cause of the problem. In fact, Taiwan has a very long history of scouting, as was meant to be to prepare citizens for wartime. Later, this training may have sparked an interest in camping, though they may have forgotten about scouting's important lesson about conservation. Here's more.
这里有各种营地的介绍，所以其实在国中就有学怎么选择营地。
Opening this junior high comprehensive activity textbook, there's a section which introduces common sense as it applies to camping. In fact, this education in Taiwan has its roots in the Boy Scouts, with each junior high teaching at least 1 hour of scouting-related lessons each week.
民国18年。
In 1929, the ROC had a military education policy, hoping that each citizen could be prepared for war.
对战争的准备，有所反应。
For the first time in 1929, Boy Scout lessons were included in the syllabus. In 1954, the predecessor to National Taiwan Normal University, the Provincial Normal University, established a special course in scouting, training the first specialists in this field. In 1968, it came under the direction of the civics education. Experts say that only Taiwan and Indonesia include a scouting curriculum in their school education.
The other country is Indonesia, so I think what is unique is that we are one of the few which have included scouting in our curriculum. In fact, most countries in Asia, Europe, and the United States see scouting as a sort of community-based activity.
In the early years of Taiwan, scouting was actively promoted, though with the threat of war passing, scouting activities became a sort of national movement.
In the early days, there were a lot of scout camps, but those camps couldn't accommodate large numbers of people, and they were only for use by scouts. Therefore, as camping became more popular in Taiwan, these scout camps are insufficient.
老师也有说，这些你必须要实践在你们生活中嘛，对不对？那有人记得无痕山林原则它的英文是什么吗？
Even now, those who want to become a teacher must take scout courses before they graduate from the university. One shouldn't discount the impact of these scout lessons, as the popularity of camping and environmental education are also rooted in these courses.
We should teach how to enact soil and water conservation when we go camping, and how to reduce our impact on the mountains and forests should in fact begin at an early age.
Lightweight, low-cost, and simple equipment is helping many campers enjoy the great outdoors.
直接插入到它这边的那个孔洞里面。
This group of junior high students are setting up a pup tent, which is an early version of a scout tent requiring outside supports and the perimeter to be secured with an awning attached. It's impossible to do this alone, so it teaches them important skills involving cooperation.
Setting up these pup tents take a little longer and are more difficult, as most people choose dome tents, which are more simple to set up.
On the internet, there are many tents available, such as this one, which resembles a Pokemon ball, as one needs to simply open it up and only takes a few seconds to spring to life. Pup tents may do better in the wind, but they are heavier, and dome tents are also lightweight but are less durable. Ultimately, convenience is usually the winning factor.
One of the best things about Scouts is that we have the habit of leaving the camping site exactly the same or better after we leave.
Many are hoping that the spirit of scouting can have an impact upon an activity that is beginning to cater to those who savor luxury, as enjoying the great outdoors can actually be a simple activity. Many are pursuing greater convenience and enjoyment. Environmental education and regulation should be followed to protect the environment so that future generations can have access to the same resources.
In Taiwan, 17-year-old Wu Yihui is a sufferer of a rare disease, purpura. When she was little, she was smaller in stature, and therefore her mother taught her to play piano to train her hand muscles. Over the years, she has won many music competitions and has been chosen by Berlin Symphony to perform together.
This is 17-year-old Wu Yihui, who participated in teenage piano competition in the United States. This year, she has been chosen by Berlin Symphony to perform together at the beginning of next year. However, in fact, she suffers from a rare disease, purpura.
在那个时候我学琴的时候，就是常常手指。
When I was learning to play piano, my fingers and nails would often crack and bleed. Back then, I had to apply ointments and bandage them.
When you're playing, 你会感觉你的指尖软，所以 make sure this is flexible.
When Yihui was 7 months old, she was allergic to vaccines, which led to lack of platelets. Therefore, she underwent chemotherapy and is smaller in stature. To train her hand muscles, her mother taught her to play piano.
如果她可以借着弹钢琴，是一个小肌肉的。
Through playing piano, she can exercise her muscles and train her brain. As one plays piano, he or she is massaging the fingertips.
Wu feels a sense of security upon hearing the piano sound. Although she has been through some tough times, she's still passionate about playing piano. She plans to donate the proceeds of this performance.
这一路走来，很多人帮忙，然后就觉得非常的感谢。
Along the way, I've received help from many people, and I'm very grateful. Since I was sick when I was little, I hope to help others in need.
Wu is both beautiful in appearance and heart. She will continue to turn music into power of love and share it with the public.
Rare disorder patients need more love from the society. In Taiwan, there are more than 250 rare disorders affecting about 14,000 families. With the funding from some corporations, Taiwan Foundation for Rare Disorders filmed a short video that promotes love and hope for life.
哦，我觉得妈妈很辛苦，像陀螺一样，对啊。
Behind her laughter, 16 years old Xin Chao has suffered from mitochondrial defect since she was born. She can't speak a word until she was 6 and can't walk until 9 years old. Every step of her growth, her mother is always with her.
我说。
I told her that you need to learn how to walk. There might be a chance, but you need to work hard yourself. That's all I can say to her.
The harsh reality has never defeated them. Staying positive and cheerful are the key for them to stay strong.
这是你画的？
对啊。
画的是什么？
高美夕阳。
Xin Chao started to paint when she's in 6th grade. She surprisingly found that she has talents in it. She had opened an exhibition for her paintings, and now she is filming a 6-minute microfilm with 4 other patients of rare disorders. They do not feel discouraged and confused about their future. All they wanted is to achieve their dreams.
What I wanted the most is that if they can develop new medications so that I can walk by myself one day.
When I become a pop star, please be my fan to support me.
In Cambodia, Tzu Chi volunteers from Singapore recently traveled there to share their Tzu Chi experiences in volunteer training course. They explain the keys to successful home visits of the needy, as well as the origin of Tzu Chi's charity mission. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.